Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Wednesday evening, we have made it halfway through the week, the sun is shining, and I have been such a busy bee, believe you me. When I'm done this video, I'm going to go bleh and not move for the rest of the night. This evening we are talking inflation rates dropping and time, I think. We'll see how we get on. So obviously in the UK today, the inflation rate nearly dropped by a whole percentage. It went from, 8.7 to 7.9. So like 0.8 of a percentage. And to see some of the reports, you'd think that this was a great thing, which it probably is for some people. However, the food inflation is still pretty high. Our electricity costs have not particularly dropped much. We're still paying way more than we expected to at this time after the shock increases. So on a day-to-day basis, that announcement has not made that much of a difference to people. However, where it could hopefully make a difference is in the interest rates that are going to get set next month. Hopefully, they won't go up as much. They're talking about a 0.25% increase as opposed to a 0.5. But then again, I think next month, if the inflation comes down again, there might not be an increase, which would be fantastic news for people with loans, credit cards, mortgages, etc. So fingers crossed, although we are not actually seeing much difference in the pennies in our pockets right now, hopefully next month it might be enough to make a difference. So fingers crossed for that. The other thing I have been doing today is decluttering. That was not one of my better ideas. I decided I would do the set of drawers that's under my telly. Now there's 4 drawers there. The top one's stationery and the rest are paperwork. And I'm quite sure you know, if you're anything like me, that sometimes if you're running out the door and the post comes and you look at it and it's like your electricity or your mortgage or the council or something, you just throw it in the drawer and go, yeah, I'll get to that later. So, but there's also, I have another side, because much as I don't deal with things possibly as quickly as I should, there is the other side where if I buy anything, if I get important mail, etc., I keep it. And I keep it for ages. So when I emptied the drawers today, when I came home from work, I thought I'm just going to take everything out and then I'll sit on the couch and I'll sort it. And it'll need to be tidy before I get off the couch, or at least I need to clear the couch. There may be heaps at my feet of keep and throw, but I need to be able to clear the couch. So I went and I did stuff. Now, I still have invoices from things I bought for Mum and Dad's house. Now, I sold that over 2 years ago now. So when I was still actually buying stuff for it, it must be at least 3 years ago now, the house has now been demolished. It got demolished a few weeks ago. So I don't think anyone's going to come looking for an invoice for some fencing wood for Mum and Dad's house from 3 years ago, do you? So yes, I've now taken out a lot of stuff that's so far back that it's like there's no house there anymore. They can't do anything about it. So yeah, so I've now managed to whittle it down so that I have 2 drawers full and 2 drawers empty. So that means now that I can go and lift my metal case filing box thing and do the same to it, and hopefully it'll fit in the 2 drawers and we'll be sorted, and that will be good. But it's quite amazing how much I just kept throwing in the drawer going, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. I have thrown so many out. I have mortgage statements for I don't know how many years, so I've thrown them all out apart from the most recent one. I have P60s for however many years, so I've thrown them all out apart from the most recent two. Do you know, there's pension statements, there's MOT, car tax reminders, well, bike tax reminders in my case, all of it. I still had some for my father's car. I mean, really. So I took the time tonight and I put a timer on. I put a timer on my phone for 30 minutes and I managed to clear out an awful lot. Well, I cleared 2 full drawers full. I actually emptied 4, but gave myself 2 full drawers full of space in half an hour. So I'm thinking that actually what looks dreadful might not be as bad as it seems if I just do it in little half-hour chunks. And the other thing that I am so excited about, who knew you could make jam in the slow cooker? I did not. Do you know how awful it's been thinking, I need to go and make jam and my time off, but it takes me like 3-4 hours. I could have it in the slow cooker overnight. So it's just a case of chopping it up. I don't need to be standing over it while it's boiling and doing its thing. I can just put it in the slow cooker. I am so excited about that, can you tell? Really, really going to, I'm looking for that. So I might do that tonight, but probably not. It'll probably be tomorrow night. But I could have jam. Either before I go to bed or before I go to work, I could put it in the slow cooker and we could have jam by the end of a shift or by the end of a sleep. So I'm going to go and read up a bit more about it because I've just found it quite late last night and went, oh, look. So we'll see how that goes. So any suggestions for jam in the slow cooker, please do let me know. So now I'm going to go and relax because I have been a busy bee since I came in from work. And I'll catch you later.